What up, guys? Kevin here. Woke up to some shocking news. Shocking. Final Fantasy 16 has sold 3 million copies. 3 million. To me, that is shocking. I was hoping it would sell 3 million by the end of the year, but 3 million in the first 3 days? Holy cow. Now, I just thought, okay, it's a very different Final Fantasy game. It's very dark. It's a very dark game. Very moody. Very dark. Very dark and moody. Final Fantasy 15, people didn't like it. So I thought people would be a little bit more hesitant towards this game. And it's a PS5 exclusive. Final Fantasy 15 launched on, what did it launch on? Xbox and PlayStation. Xbox One and PlayStation 4. It didn't launch on PC. People think it launched on PC, but it didn't. But still, there's probably, 80 million at least PS4s and Xbox Ones at the time. And now it did sell, I think, over 5 million copies. Was it like day one? Or at least the first few days? Where this is only 3 million, but it's only PS5 only. In PS5, there's only like 40 million. And then you could say, well, that's less than 10% of PS5 owners bought a PS5 exclusive. It's not like they have many of them. And they haven't had one in a while. At least that was good. So I guess the more I talk it out, the more I'm like, okay. But still, 3 million. I think that's really good. I think it's really good, and I think it does set up for Final Fantasy 16-2, Final Fantasy 16 Clive Returns, whatever it is that they're going to do. I saw somebody tweet that they felt like Final Fantasy 16 is the setup for something more. It's the beginning. And we know, you play Final Fantasy 14, this could be their Realm Reborn, and we're going to get more expansions. Maybe they'll do it that way. Maybe they'll just do expansions. But that's what Yoshi P said was, hey, if you guys like it, we don't have any plans right now for anything more, but if you guys dig it, you'll see, I guess, more Clive. I don't know. I think that kind of spoils that Clive survives. Hey, I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. But very cool. The game is spectacular. I love the game. And at the same time, people who have concerns or don't like certain things about it, I can agree and go, okay, I understand. I understand where they're coming from. But to me, like after the first about 12 hours, I'm like, this is a Final Fantasy game. It is a Final Fantasy game. It may not be your Final Fantasy game, but what I'm playing is it's a beautiful story with beautiful characters. The world could be a little bit more beautiful. I think that's my only thing that I don't like about the game is the world is just very muddy and brown and not there's some visually appealing set pieces. But it's just too brown and muddy. Too brown and muddy. I think the game can have... I always complain about JRPGs when they don't have more fun moments. Now, this game doesn't have that many fun moments, just fun, quirky side quests or something like that. But I have no complaints about it yet. I think right now about 20 hours in. And this game just doesn't have any chill. This game doesn't have any chill. I know people have pacing issues with the game. I really don't. I don't. And I don't know, Clive, just something about Clive, Torgal, and Jill. And it doesn't really seem like their relationship is very explained. It seems like they're man, wife, and Nago. I don't think they've boinked yet, but it seems they act that way. Maybe that's why I love the game. Jill is just a ride or die chick. She's just there. And there's a part where Jill's just like, hey, I need to go do this. And Clive is like, I'm with you. I'm with you, babe. I'm with you. Well, he doesn't say babe, but it's a beautiful scene. It's a beautiful scene. It's a beautiful game. This game is awesome. It just is. And 3 million sold, that's good. That's good. I know it's not as much as maybe 7 Remake and Final Fantasy 15, but it does feel like a reset. It does feel like, okay, we had to go back to Final Fantasy 7 to make a good Final Fantasy game that you guys enjoyed. And 16 is doing numbers. Now, maybe it can fall off. Maybe next week, sales drop 80%, 90%, and it struggles to get to even 5 million. But it will come to PC. It sounds like it's never coming to Xbox. But it was supposed to up until last year. But last year, Xbox announced that they were buying Activision Blizzard. And I think Sony called up Square Enix and like, no, that game is definitely a Sony exclusive for the rest of its life. And I assume they threw more money at Square Enix. I would assume so. So this is good news. We're definitely going to see either another expansion, another game, and maybe we'll just have Final Fantasy 16 games and Final Fantasy 7 Remake games side by side. I really do hope somebody is making Final Fantasy 17. I was just thinking the other day, if I were to make a Final Fantasy game, what would it be? It would really just be a Final Fantasy 10 game. It would just be another Final Fantasy 10, not like another 10 sequel, but it would look and play like that. But hey, I am down for more Final Fantasy 16. I'm down for more Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I'm down for more Final Fantasy. The games are just awesome. All right, I got to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Later.